love about going out with you, Gary. It's an endless orgy of glamour and entertainment.
Dorothy's usual, please, Les.
Refresh my memory.
Vodka, in a chipped glass, with a dribble of flat tonic and an aftertaste of cigarette ash.
Yeah, I remember now.
I've had some bad news. Had a postcard from Dermot. He's not coming back.
I've fallen in love with a croupier called Letizia. We're going around the world on her Yamaha. Isn't that an organ?
No, it's a motorbike.
Send my Polynesian love balls and other important items to my mum. Sell everything else, my saucepans, etc., to cover what I owe you. Thanks. Generous of him?
Yeah, well, it would be if his possessions weren't worth precisely £16.47.
What does he owe you?
862 quid.
Weather lovely. Rimini has a body shop. Oh, donkey. Having sex with another donkey.
Why doesn't anybody offer to take me round the world?
Because they know they'd have a crap time.
I've been writing an ad for the newspaper.
Let's have a look.
No, you'll only use it as an excuse for a cheap laugh.
I will not.
You always do.
Looks fine. You don't think jacuzzi's pushing it a bit, do you?
Why?
You haven't got one.
No, but if you whoosh the shower attachment in it when you're in the bath, it's just like it, honestly.
Don't you think you should put bath with shower attachment you can wooge round a bit?
Too many words.
Yeah. I'll tell you how you can get a jacuzzi when you're in the bath.
Les, are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Yeah.
You see, I don't want to attract the wrong sort of person.
No. Marjorie and I talked about taking lodgers in, but she was scared there'd be congestion on the stairs.
God, yeah, scary.
So we thought about letting out the room downstairs, next to our living room.
Isn't that your kitchen, George?
Yes. I think that's why we decided against it in the end.
Anyway, these questions should weed out any unsuitable candidates.
Oh, ask me one.
Oh, all right. Are you working at the moment? That's a tricky one, isn't it? We'll try another one. Are you very likely to bring a lot of young women into my home? Quite likely, or not very likely at all? Sorry, another tricky one. What is the capital of Tanzania?
Dar es Salaam.
Oh, is it?
Is that relevant?
Of course it is, George. Hopefully we're going to be having stimulating chats. I don't want Mr. Stupid cluttering up my sofa. Anthea, is this display of petulance going to last?
I'm just asking for a decent pay rise.
It's the same for me.
But I earn a pittance.
I think you'll find it's the industry standard pittance.
Well, it isn't fair.
It isn't a fair world, Anthea. If it was, I'd be shacked up with my 17-year-old niece, wouldn't I?
Well, I'm sorry, but I've started to work to rule.
Have you let this one go out, Anthea?
I simply put down what was on the dictaphone.
So you've sent out a letter to a major client that ends, give the slimy git the usual fob off, yours with the deepest contempt, blah, blah. George, do you have to poke around in your ears while I'm dictating? You're dead meat, Anthea. And, are you working at the moment?
Yeah. Bit of this, bit of that.
Bit of this. Bit of that.
Bit of the other. Well, it looks all right to me. Where's your toilet?
There isn't one.
And then the phone bill came in and I said, no way am I paying any of this. I don't even know anyone in Canada.
I probably ring my homeopath once a week, that's all. And I knew they were drinking my milk because I put a biro mark on the inside of the carton. And it was always me who ended up buying the toilet rolls, even though I used less than anyone else because, well, I'll tell you all about that when I'm moving, okay? So I grind my teeth. I mean, so what? It just means I'm a little bit wound up. Don't you get wound up sometimes? I never actually hurt anyone, even if I do fly off the handle when people mention certain things. I mean, I think I'm completely reasonable. Don't you think I'm reasonable? I think I'm reasonable. Anyway, coat hangers. Have you got any? Because I could bring my own, but I'm a bit superstitious about wardrobes. I can bring my own bedding. That's absolutely no problem.
Okay, never mind. We'll try another one. What's the capital of Tanzania? Just nod if you can hear me.
I'll meet you there. I've been talking to a wife at the top of the road. She said you've got a room available. Accommodation, like, you know. So I thought I'd pop down and have a look. You're Gary, yeah? Yeah, I knew, yeah. It's a nice street, like, so if it's all right with you, I'll come in and have a look around.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for somebody with English as their first language. Thank you.
No, I can't think of any irritating habits offhand.
You don't, like, clean between your toes with a sofa cushion or anything?
No. We'll do something like that.
Well, Dermot, actually, my last flatmate, he did that.
I shared with someone who used to dry his underwear out in the microwave.
Dermot just used to wait till he had enough stains and then brush them off. Well, we seem to get on
Do you
pretty
have a
well.
girlfriend?
Yes.
I don't have one at the moment. I was wondering, would you let her watch while I stroked my nipples?
So how many people have you seen?
3 social inadequates, 3 psychopaths, a man with a big dog, and my mother.
And the 8 people who turned you down.
I don't want a psychopath living downstairs.
I quite like the psychopaths, and my mother who scared me.
Look, if you really want to find someone, try and be more charming.
I've been charming. I've shown them everything in the flat.
Yes, and don't ever knock on my door again at midnight with a man in a tank top and refer to me as a feature.
He couldn't come any earlier. He'd been out Morris dancing.
Is this the flat with the room to let?
Yes, who are you?
Tony.
Tony? You should have come last week.
Yeah, I lost a bit of paper with the address on it.
Oh, well, come on.
I don't know what happened, you know. I thought I must have slipped down into the lining of my jacket because I could sort of feel a bit of paper in there, you know. Hi.
Hi.
I tried to work it out through my lining out of an armhole, and that didn't work, so I ended up undoing a lot of the seams with a pair of blunt scissors, which took ages, and, well, there it was.
What?
An old bus ticket. I found the address down the back of the sofa. Shall I come in again?
This is Tony.
Hi.
This is Deborah. She lives in the flat upstairs, but I'm working on it. That's just me being funny. And this is Dorothy, my sort of girlfriend.
Thanks, Gary.
Have a seat. Thanks.
What do you do, Tony?
I'm in the music business.
Do you know Barry White?
No.
Anyway, this is the procedure we'll be following. I'll start by introducing you to the key fixtures and facilities, and then I'll be offering you the beverage of your choice while asking you a series of simple questions.
Oh, get on with it, Gary.
Well, as you can see, this is the living room with its useful U-shaped seating amenity. And up here is the extensive glassware facility. Bit of an heirloom there, Tony, so no touchy-touchy. Right. Now, these are handy units, aren't they? Oh.
Nice pots.
Yes. Plenty of potware, useful for cooking and so on. The cutlery goes in here in the drawer for cutlery. There's the mantelpiece. Yes, that's useful for mantelware.
Yeah, I think I could be at home here.
Oh, moving on. Into the bathroom. I'll show you how to work the jacuzzi later.
Well, he seems very nice.
I don't know. He's not as ideal as Dermot, is he?
Well, you said Dermot was about as much fun to live with as nose hair.
People aren't exactly pleading to move in, are they?
Maybe I should re-advertise in the Times.
Oh, I see. That's the problem. He's not professional enough for you.
I'm just concerned that we should be able to communicate at a sophisticated level.
What, like your conversations with Dermot, you mean? 2 hours on whether small pointy breasts are better than large roundy ones.
Exactly.
It's pure snobbery. Just because he sells records.
It isn't. I'd have just as many doubts if he owned his own record company.
Well, maybe he does. He left a card. Tony Smart Records Limited.
Oh. Well, I'm sure he'll fit in very nicely.
I'm sorry, I forgot my bag.
Oh, I'm glad you came back, Tony. Welcome aboard.
Oh, well, cheers. Well, I'll turn up tomorrow, shall I? About 8ish.
Don't you have to give any notice?
Yeah, you're right. Better make it nearer 9.
I'm sorry about all the questions earlier, you know, and you can't be too careful these days.
Oh, that's all right. You got to check I'm not weird or anything, haven't you?
This seems heavy. What have you got in here?
Oh, it's a mate of mine owns a butcher's, and he had this pig's head left over. Yeah! Says the eyes explode if you do it in a microwave.
Oh, there it is. Really grow up, Dermot. Wow, Obi-Wan at last we meet. Nice action. I'd stay and show you how everything works, only I'm a bit late for work, actually.
That's all right. I'll find my way about.
I've been going through Dermot's stuff. Have a look, see if there's anything you like. I know he'd want his condom gift set to go to a good home.
Oh, thanks. So, what was he like then?
Ah, he's all right. We got on pretty well. Actually, Tony, to be perfectly honest, between you and me, I found him a little bit hard to take seriously sometimes. Yes. Right. See you later.
Having a great time in spite of riding a Yamaha into a yacht. Yak. Istanbul has a W.H. Smith, love Dermot and Letitia. P.S. I left some spaghetti in my room, you might as well throw it away.
U-shaped seating amenity. No touchy-touchy.
Arrived then?
Yeah. Come in.
Not interrupting anything, am I?
Oh, no. I was just smashing up a load of glasses. Coffee.
Oh, thanks.
So, where's the kettle?
Well, they always used to use the hot tap.
So, how long have you and Gary known each other?
Oh, since I moved in a couple of months ago. He's been very kind.
Yeah, he seems very...
Well, not exactly kind, more irritating. But he did help me out, though, when my boyfriend got a bit violent.
Oh, well, that is kind.
He let my boyfriend headbutt him.
So, what happened to your boyfriend?
Well, he got a bit of a bruise up here and...
No, I mean, are you still together?
Oh, no.
Oh.
What about you?
Oh, I'm hopeless. I mean, I meet a girl, it seems to be going well, and then it just all goes wrong.
But do you know why?
I think I'm shy. I suppose I just need a woman to take me and show me the ropes.
I shouldn't worry. Women are supposed to be attracted to vulnerable men.
Do you really think so? K. George, where's the K?
I don't know. Have you tried looking in the manual?
Well, there's got to be one here somewhere. I've seen Anthea using it. Oh, it's got a C. I'll use that.
You sure Dermot shouldn't have these back?
Those possibly, yes.
Modern clothes are very snug around the groin, aren't they? When I was a young man, I could get a side of beef down my trousers. Not that I tried, of course. Well, only the once.
Maybe a jumper would be more you, George.
No. I'm starting to get used to these. You've taken a while on that letter, haven't you?
Just being thorough, George. It's a pretty pathetic boss who can't do a little bit of typing every now and again, isn't it?
Isn't it time you patched up this dispute with Anthea?
No, not until she starts to work properly. The sooner she stops acting childishly, the sooner I put the wheels back on her typing chair.
But we've always worked so well together.
Listen, George, I've offered her a modest but fair pay increase, and what does she do? She deliberately spends 3 hours typing a short memo.
It's quicker than you.
I know it's quicker than me, but that's not the point, is it?
I think you made matters worse by taking the bulb out of her angle boys and confiscating her biscuits.
Merely sticking to CBI guidelines, George. Right, let's get this over with. Anthea, can you spare a moment? We need to sort this out. Now, there comes a time in industrial relations when a little compromise is needed.
Yes.
Well, Anthea, I've tried to compromise, but you haven't, so I'm going to lock you in the stationery cupboard. Normally, I wouldn't do this, you understand, Anthea, but there's a recession on.
But I haven't done anything wrong.
Ah, now that's just what Goebbels said, isn't it? Only in German, of course. Firm but fair, George. Firm but fair. So, what do you think of Deborah, eh?
And that's not being sexist, do you understand?
No. I helped straighten things out between her and her boyfriend, actually.
I heard, yeah.
I think that whole business hurt her quite a bit. Well, me too, come to think of it.
We've all been hurt that way sometime or other, though, haven't we?
Oh, God, yes, terribly hurt.
I mean, women just don't understand that men suffer too, and
that can affect our ability to think.
Yeah. I've just had to dump a girlfriend.
Oh, it's never easy, is it?
No. Rang her up today. Told her I moved in with Deborah.
Nice. At least that way she knows you've been chucked for a good reason.
Oh, yeah. I told her I agonised for ages, but in the end, Deborah's got a sports car.
How'd she take it?
Dunno. 10p ran out. So, what about you and Dorothy?
Oh, well, we've been going out for a couple of years now.
Well, I mean, that's good, isn't it? That's commitment.
Oh, God, yes, commitment, yeah. I don't know when women get the idea that men are frightened of committing themselves.
We tell them.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Dorothy?
She's, in the bath. She's probably asked me to hop in a bit. She gives a great soaping, Dorothy does.
So, Tony, has Gary sapped all your life spirit, alienated your friends, and made you want to strangle him with an electric flex yet?
No.
No. You haven't been going out with him for 3 years, have you?
Bit of the old banter, eh?
Answer that. So, why did you leave your old place?
Trouble with the landlord. I think he wanted us all out.
Tenants get a rough deal sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not surprised really, though. I hadn't paid the rent for 3 years.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Drink, Deborah?
No, thanks, I can't stay. I've got a lot to do.
Oh, go on.
Okay.
What's the book? Oh, How to Overcome Shyness and Form New Relationships.
My mother gave it to me. She thinks women who aren't married by the age of 25 are psychologically disturbed.
Thanks.
Oh, God, let's all be sensitive and complicated, shall we?
Just because you're insensitive doesn't mean Tony has to be.
I found this on the mat. I don't understand. It's addressed to Tony and Deborah.
Oh,
Deborah, the next time you seduce someone's boyfriend, don't pick a lying moron who A, tries to pull your sister, B, borrows your money to get you a present and buys himself a tortoise, and C, who dumps you for some tart with a sports car. Tony, I have left your guitar outside together with a surprise for you both. How disappointing.
Well, Deborah.
you want to wash that off before it stains your upholstery.
Yes, that's me. What, I'm on the radio? Really? Now? Oh. Funny one, Chris, yeah. Okay, right, 3 questions, yes. It's a type of sheep, isn't it? Oh. Yeah. Suck it out. Yes!
Very well done, Gary. And finally, for £5,000...
Shh, I'm on the radio.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, Gary. What's orange and can't get through a revolving door? I'm gonna have to hurry you, Gary. And the answer is Judith Chalmers with a spear in her face.
Goodbye.
No, I hate practical jokes, don't you?
Not at all. Mainstay of British humour. You don't seem to go into work much.
Oh, we're pretty laid back about that in the music biz.
Yeah, you must be to get away with a shirt like that. What's this say? Greek for puff shirt, is it?
Kevin's Bar and Bazooki Repair Centre, Mykonos. Went there last year.
No, I often wish I'd got in for something a bit more glamorous, like the music business. You don't get to snog Bananarama selling burglar alarms, I can tell you. What exactly does a record company executive do then?
Oh, you know, customer interfacing, looking at the market. Sometimes get to schmooze some artists.
Oh, schmooze, eh? I've asked Dorothy, but she says you feel dirty afterwards.
No, it means talk to.
Oh, yeah, of course. Still, I bet you managed to slip the odd backing singer a few inches every now and again, eh?
No. Mind you, one of the village people once gave me his phone number.
I was sort of hoping that maybe you could introduce me to some of the women that you work with.
I work with guys mainly.
Oh.
Hello, big boy sauna club. I'm afraid there's nobody here. Oh, sorry, Mummy.
Daring fellow like Van Gogh, laterally.
Creosote nipples sadness.
Eh?
If you can talk cobblers, George, so can I.
No, it's a crossword clue. I've only got 2 to get.
I've never seen the point in crosswords.
Well, you have to fill in all the little squares
Yeah,
with
I
letters.
know all that. I've just got something better to do with my time.
So I see.
That's educational. 20 things you never knew about panties. Now, you don't get that sort of info in The Independent, do you?
Is that a typical page?
Television, sex, severed limbs, royal family, sex, yes, pretty typical.
Colin Peabody, flamboyantly dressed presenter of Get Out of Bed Britain, recently holidayed with 2 male companions in gay love paradise Mykonos.
Oh, my new flatmate Tony had a holiday in Mykonos.
I wonder if he went with Colin Peabody. Mind you, Colin's already got a lot of young friends. I always think Thermos sounds like a Greek island, don't you?
Bloke from the village people gave me his phone number once. I work with guys mainly. Big boy sauna club. Sauna club. Sauna club. Sauna club.
Gary, are you all right?
Oh, yes, perfectly. I just found out I'm living with a homosexual. Nothing alarming.
I don't think that matters, does it?
Not a bit. Whoopee.
My nephew's gay. He told us last year during the Top of the Pops Christmas special.
Oh, smashing. Maybe the 3 of us should get together and open an antique shop.
Some people think that you're a bit old to be living with another man.
I'm not living with another man. He's there to pay the rent.
Oh, I see. A rent boy.
Maybe you chose a man because you've got suppressed urges.
There's nothing wrong with my urges, mate. Last night I dreamt I was strip-searching Sue Lawley. Huh? Completely normal.
I've often wondered what it'd be like to sleep with a man.
George, it's awful. You see, first of all...
No, Enfield.
I'd have to give him Marjorie's side of the bed. My reading light's got an awkward switch.
Look, can we talk about something sensible, please?
Pygmies pine for slang bulldozer.
That's better.
Hi.
Hi. Was that you playing the guitar?
Yeah. Do you want to come and listen?
No. I was thinking of cutting your hands off.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's this headache.
How'd you get that then?
I've no idea.
Come in. Have you ever played the bass guitar before?
No. Have you?
Lesson number 1.
Well, what makes you think I want to learn?
Handy through the holy. Now, some technical things first, all right? Now, these are the strings, and that's the cable. Now, you get some coming curly, some coming straight. This one's straight.
Cable, strings, I'm with you so far, yeah?
And this is the neck. Some people are surprised how long this is. And down here is where you get all the naughty high notes. And down here is where you get all the floppy, juicy notes. Well, that's the basics over with, anyway. Anyway, I'm glad you've come down.
So am I.
I wondered if you could sew a patch on my jeans.
You've got to be joking.
Why? Oh, can't you sew?
Why do all men assume that women enjoy sewing?
Well, I do it myself, only they never seem to come out smart, you know.
Where are they? Just this once.
Oh, great. Look, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
Well, actually, you can tear that down. I hate that sort of thing.
Oh, no, that's all right, you see. I picked that up in Dusseldorf. It's, ironic. Yeah, she's campaigning for sexual rights.
What does it say?
We want sexual rights. And we want it now.
You speak German?
Oh, aber Beckenbauer.
Well, actually, there is something you can do for me.
Sure.
I've got a letter needs translating.
No problem.
I'll bring it down tomorrow. By the way, you haven't thought of playing a different instrument, have you?
Yeah, I have, actually. This.
I got one.
What is it? Super Vixens.
Hey.
Love in a women's prison. Their only crime was to have their needs.
It's a serious study of repressed sexuality in a pressure cooker environment.
It's mindless, exploitative tat, Gary.
Shall we get it out, then?
No!
Oh, I see. I'm supposed to apologise, am I, for being a perfectly normal heterosexual who happens to find women attractive? Well, pardon me.
Look, I don't mind seeing a film with sex in it. It's you that wanted to get out the best of Flipper last week.
It's a classic.
Not the third time. Last week I had to listen to you sobbing through E.T.
Was it sobbing?
And tonight you come on all macho, trying to get me to arm wrestle with you.
Yeah, well, you started before I was ready, actually.
And now you're pretending to be some sort of sex maniac. What is the matter with you?
It's Tony. He's,
What?
He's a homo.
A homeowner?
He's gay.
Oh, quick. Fumigate the furniture.
Oh, look, I've got nothing against homosexualism in its proper place.
And where do you stand on bigotry?
I see. I suppose you'd be delighted, would you, to come home and find your flatmate's a lesbian?
Look, you weren't so homophobic 2 minutes ago when you wanted us to watch sex slave jail women.
Love in a women's prison, and that's different. They're women, for God's sake. I ask you, why do people have to peddle this kind of smut? Disgusting.
Anyway, what makes you think that Tony's gay?
Well, he's hardly conducting a meaningful sexual relationship with a woman, is he?
Neither are you.
At least there's no question about my sexuality.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. The man with the live animal down his trousers.
But the other day, I asked him, just conversationally, like, about the women in his office, and he went all funny.
Well, he's probably never seen you with your tongue hanging out.
He's got girly hair. And he holidays in gay love paradise Mykonos.
If it bothers you so much, why don't you just ask him?
Because it doesn't bother me.
It does.
It doesn't.
I thought you liked him.
I do. I just won't be happy until he's out of my flat, that's all.
Enjoy it? Here, I reckon they made a mistake here. 12 across. 5 letters, God. That's got to be Jesus, right?
They're not the same thing, though, are they?
Yeah, Jesus is the same as God, isn't he? Bit younger.
What about Allah?
Nah, that's going to put me dung and me foreskin out of whack.
You sure about this, Nev?
I've been doing this crossword for 2 weeks. You ain't going to tell me I'm not on top of it by now, are you?
Hey, Nev, you ever been to Germany?
Yeah, I toured there with Black Sabbath, actually.
Oh, great days, eh?
Yeah, oh, the camaraderie. I could tell you a few stories, I tell you.
Yeah, I bet, mate.
The band had this nickname for me.
Yeah? What?
Neville, the lazy bastard roadie.
You didn't pick up any German while you were out there, did you?
Nah, I was only there a couple of weeks. Got sacked for having sex with a groupie.
I thought that's what they were for.
Yeah, I was driving the van at the time of the review. Left the longest skid marks in Bavaria, according to the policeman guy.
Listen, Nev, I told the girl upstairs that I'd translate this letter for her, and the only German I don't remember is, please come to bed with me.
Nice to see this neighbour.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous, mate. Yeah, just live with a boyfriend.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like going in a pub and finding a cigarette packet. And
Yeah?
still got fags in it.
Yeah.
Hello? Tony. Of course it's my phone. Hang on a second. Nev, this phone you sold me, it was yours, wasn't it?
No, I found it down Mr. Byright. What do you expect for 10 quid?
Yeah. Gary! Hiya.
Hi.
And Nev, this is Gary. He's the bloke who owns the flat I live in.
I've got just the thing you want, mate. Nice mobile phone.
Not now, Nev.
Oh, I happen to have a couple of hours on my hand. Thought I'd come and catch you at work.
Well, what do you think? Great, eh?
This is it, is it?
Yeah.
This is the glittering epicenter of your business empire, is it?
It's more of a store, really.
Where do you meet your clients?
Well, I normally stand about here, and they normally stand where you are.
And if it's Michael Jackson, they normally go down a kebab place on the corner.
You told me you were a record company executive.
Well, you seem to be looking for a management type.
Yeah, look what I got, a geek with a jumble sale.
Don't be such a bloody snob.
You told me you had a secretary.
Well, she had to go to look after her
Dogs.
baby.
Babies. Baby dogs.
I've been down the travel agent.
Oh, you going away?
Yes, I was thinking of going to Mykonos, actually. What's it like?
Well, I don't know, really. I didn't get about very much.
Oh, yes. Plenty of secluded bays, are there?
Secluded bays, yeah. They got them, yeah.
Did your girlfriend like it?
Well, actually, I just went with a mate.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to go?
No.
Look, Gary, I hope this job mix-up isn't going to come between us.
Well, we'll see, shall we? Hello? Yeah, well, if you must know, I'm standing outside Tony Smart Records Limited in Bridge Road Market. What? No, I don't know who you are. Do you know who I am? Well, I'm not going to tell you, am I? So you won't know, will you? I'm on the phone! What? What's that got to do with you? Oh, I see, officer. All right, well, I'll see you when you get here. It was... Oh, went to see Tony at work today. Turns out all he runs is a little tiny second-hand record store.
Oh, well. Bang goes your idea of having the Nolan sisters round for Berth Bourguignon.
I still haven't found out if he's a or not. Oh, well, I want somebody I can go to the pub with. Talk about women. Get drunk. Pick up a tandoori. Come back, watch the footy. Open the fridge, get out a cab.
Oh, stop, please. So depressing.
Now I found out I'm sharing a flat with Pillow Biter Man.
Gary, shut up.
Well, it's not normal, is it?
Normal? After your suggestion last night that we experiment with whipped cream.
I was joking.
You bought 6 cans of it. Look, just ask him straight out and shut up.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hi, Tony.
I found this. I thought I'd paint it up, make an attractive lamp.
Great.
You know, screw a bulb in the top, make it nice.
Tony, Gary wanted to ask you something.
No, I didn't.
What was it worrying you, Gary?
Nothing.
Was it something to do with sex? Would you like me to ask for you? Would you like that? Tony, Gary was wondering if you're gay.
Well, what I actually said was, did you see?
No, I'm not.
You had to embarrass me, didn't you? It's so irritating.
Hi. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No. Gary was just making a complete arse of himself, but he's finished now.
I bought the letter. Is it okay?
Yeah, hand it over. Hansen C. Erber. Let's have a look then. Blah, 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 blah. Dear Deborah, who's it from?
A German. He ate in the restaurant all last week. We got on really well.
Oh, was he nice?
He was, actually. Sort of blonde with a really sensitive mouth.
He couldn't write in English, could he? That would have been too simple.
Okay. Dear Deborah, thank you for the affection you showed me. How is London? Those crazy red buses.
Jeez, I don't know about you. I worry about the European communities.
However, I thought I should write to say that I am...
A Nazi?
To say that I am already engaged to be married. Oh, I meant to tell you, but I forgot. Find a nice English boy. Best wishes, Herman. Oh, bad luck.
Herman the German.
I don't know what he's on about. We only spoke for half an hour.
Can I have a look? I did German A-level. Dear Deborah, thank you for talking to me when I was lonely in London. Can I ask you a favour? My friend has a Morris Traveller car, which he is seeking the timber for, and which he cannot buy here in Berlin. Please send me some, and I will send you the money. Best wishes, Herman.
What did I say?
I don't know who's worse. Him for asking me to send him car parts, or you for being a pathetic lying scumbag.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Herman the German.
No. She's got brilliant legs, trust me. Tapered, you know.
We've already got the legs.
Are we? Oh. Right. We'll have Michelle Pfeiffer up to the knee and a woman off the Special K advert up to the hip.
This is getting really complicated.
Well, we're going to be sharing a log cabin for, like, eternity. We might as well get the details right.
All right, let's recap. The face is a singer with a cute nose from the Bangles. Bottom, Kylie.
Obviously.
Alternating on a weekly basis with the Cuban sprinter in the leotard whose name we can't remember. I thought you'd gone to bed.
I was going to go home, and then You two started discussing which beers turn your urine blue and I lost the will to live.
You going to stay the night, then?
Suppose I have to.
Night, Dorothy.
Night.
Is there any chance of you two treating women like human beings one of these days?
Sorry. So, what about people we know?
Woman in the chemist who doesn't wear a bra.
Great lips.
Oh, great, great lips.
And there's always Deborah, of course. Can you do that?
All right. Why do men fall asleep after making love?
So we don't have to talk. I mean to regain our strength so that we can perform again in another 20 minutes.
It shouldn't be a performance. It's a celebration of our love. You even fell asleep after we had sex in that aeroplane toilet.
That was just a quick snooze.
It wasn't that quick. You missed the in-flight movie and a stewardess being sick over Gibraltar.
Nice holiday though, wasn't it?
Where should we go this year?
Let's not think about it, eh? I mean, you've only just come back after a couple of months.
And I come back to find you moved to Planet of the Socks. I thought we were going to live together.
No, this way, you keep me fresh and interesting. Oh, God.
What's Gary like?
Nice bloke. Ears like the FA Cup. Likes to drink.
Where is he tonight?
He's taking his girlfriend to the Ritz.
Well, hey.
Yeah, Ritz kebabs on the corner. They do great blancmange, don't they?
stress depress you?
Gary's drawing up a cleaning rota. The way I see it, the more stuff you leave on the floor, the less hoovering there is to do.
What are you doing with a video camera by the bed, Tony?
Oh, Nev lent it me. I've been doing an experimental film about my feet.
Tony, have you been sleeping with anyone while I was away?
No.
Who's Deborah?
Why?
You just said her name in your sleep.
Come on. People say strange things in their sleep. Well, you ordered a pizza once.
Have I ever said, "Come here, Deborah, I'm enormous"?
I don't remember you saying that. But I might have been asleep. She lives upstairs. She's really ugly. Oh, come on. I'll make you a movie star. What film do you want to be in?
Get stuff, Tony.
Oh, don't think I know that one. It'll have to be Danish dentist on the job.
Right. So, any questions?
What are all the green blobs?
Green is hoovering.
And the red?
Ah, now. Orangey red is when I have to dust the top of the fridge, and purpley red is when Tony has to scrape the phlegmy gunky bits off the floor behind the floor.
What are all the black lines?
The black lines are you, Tony.
So, a green blob with a black line through it means on that day I do the hoovering, right?
Now, you're being a tiny bit simplistic there, Tony, aren't you?
Am I?
A green blob with a black line through it, if it appears in the top half of the box here, means that you have to hoover the flat to a basic standard. If it appears in the bottom half of the box, however, then you have to move the furniture and go right up to the edges, okay?
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
Why are you such a mealy-mouthed cretin?
Any questions of a more technical nature?
Well, yes. What do all the big D's stand for?
D is for Dorothy.
I don't live here.
Yes, but I've been totting up the number of nights you've spent here over the last 2 months, and it comes out at 2.6 nights a week, which extrapolated over the years means that you should do 19% of the cleaning.
But I only stay here because you beg me to.
Now, that's not strictly true, is it?
Harvey needs his pink anorak.
Who's Harvey, Gary?
Yeah, can we get on, please?
If I only do 3% of the cleaning, will you let me off with a little bit of light foreplay?
So, Deborah, that's communal areas in green, and Rule 6B operates every third Tuesday as discussed.
I don't feel very well. I'm going upstairs to lie down.
Before you all go, can you take your schedules with you, please? Remember that the first starred cleaning day is tomorrow. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Oh, my head feels like there's a dog running around inside.
What kind of dog?
Any dog, Tony.
You need someone to look after you. A boyfriend or something.
I'm saving myself for someone normal.
Look, are you going to be all right up there all on your own?
Actually, I've got someone coming round to look after me.
Ah, well, bang on the floor if you need any help, won't you? Putting your legs in your pyjamas.
It's funny, isn't it? Women don't understand that when we do something, we like to do it properly.
Yeah. Why don't we just clean one room a year, but do it really well?
I mean, that chart, that's not the sort of thing Germaine Greer's going to come up with, is it? And I'm a bit of a feminist, as you know. Speaking of which, who was that hot bit of totty you brought back last night?
Pat. Yeah, I've been seeing her for about 6 months. She's a lot of fun, bright.
Fantastic.
Doesn't mind if you wear the same pants 5 days running. I'm giving her the elbow.
Why?
Well, when I'm, doing it,
Oh, yeah.
I keep pretending she's Deborah.
So do I. What's your problem?
No, I mean all the time.
Wow, little pass. In bed, I used to pretend Dorothy was 2 synchronized swimmers.
Must have been pretty crowded. I already had the London Monarchs in there with me.
Deborah won't take me seriously unless I get rid of Pat.
Well, who says she's going to take you seriously then?
Well, the way I see it, mate, I'm on site and I've got great hair.
You've got girly hair and you've got no chance. My old flatmate offered to pay her poll tax if she...
Did she?
Nah.
Well, Pat's got to go.
Oh, well, fair enough.
But I owe it to her to handle it tactfully, you know.
Well, get her drunk and tell her.
Yeah. No, I can't tell her to her face.
Yeah, it's painful, isn't it?
Yeah, I finished with a girl in a restaurant once.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Well, she stubbed a cigarette out.
Yeah.
Right here in my eye. Yeah.
I wrote a letter to a girl once. The trouble was I got the envelopes muddled up, and I asked her if she could fix it for me to go bungee jumping, and I told Jimmy Savile that we'd never click in bed.
I'm sure Gary's only doing this cleaning business to get his own back.
Why would I do that?
Well, last week I told him it wasn't hygienic to leave nail clippings embedded in the soap.
Why's that?
Sad, isn't it? How anyone can be enthralled.
Yes, he's done it! Deborah's ill in bed.
Oh, dear.
Means I'll have to clean the hall.
You seemed quite keen on her last week.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Poor Deborah. Living upstairs from the biggest libido lake in Europe.
No, it's like a fairy tale. Beautiful princess locked in the tower.
Hideous trogs on the ground floor. I suppose it won't be long before you're banging on her door with a smile on your face and a jar of Vic in your hand.
No, I'm not like that. You're not jealous of her, are you?
No.
No, sorry. I suppose Gary is all you want.
Yeah. No, of course he's not all I want. What's simple?
Well, why'd you go out with him then?
Well, he is quite sweet, I suppose.
I haven't been feeling very well. Yeah. Depression. Oh, I just feel like sitting in a dark room and crying. Yeah. Well, I'll phone you when I'm feeling better. Okay. Bye. Bye. Debs? I've made you a nutritional snack. There's beef burger for protein, potato for carbohydrate, and a low-calorie drink for, sodium benzoate. Oh! Who are you?
Stuart.
Well, what do you think you're doing, Stuart?
Deborah's not well. I've prepared her a meal.
I've prepared her a meal.
She'll die if she eats that.
It's her favourite food, actually.
Oh, well, I've only known her a couple of days.
Strawberries. She's allergic to strawberries. Makes her face come up like an elephant seal.
Sorry.
Where did you meet her? The drug rehab centre.
No, she was queuing behind me in a shop.
Shopping? She shouldn't have been out on her own shopping. Debs.
Oh, no. This can't be me. My legs aren't tartan.
No, Debs, it's okay. It's a blanket. Here.
Oh, no food, no, please. Well, maybe something from this tray.
Debs, no, Debs. Please. Oh. What have you done to her?
Nothing. It must be the fever.
Well, I think it's okay now. I can look after my own girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't realise. How long have you been...
8 years.
She didn't say.
No. It was the same the last time she was going through cold turkey. She slipped out in a dressing gown, went down the supermarket and came back with a 14-year-old shelf filler.
God.
Yeah, I think it's best if you go, don't you?
Yeah, well, I'll, yeah.
Yeah.
Dorothy, is that stain underneath the sofa coming off?
Yeah.
Which do you reckon's more effective, Jif or Sparkle?
Well, I think for those really stubborn stains,
Yeah.
you can't beat lying on the sofa reading a magazine and eating chocolates.
I don't know why housewives complain about cleaning so much.
You really are an irritating little prat, aren't you, Gary?
Sorry?
I said no, it's so satisfying.
I hope our amusing banter isn't distracting you from what you're doing.
No.
Tony! Shoes, Tony!
I've only been in my bedroom.
Precisely.
There is everything.
I've rearranged the storage arrangements. That's temporary.
No, I think it's a good idea. Cold books.
Ooh. Okay, put your shoes back on. What do you think you're playing at?
Well, I looked on the rotor and I'm not down to do anything for another 6 weeks.
You've been tampering with my Sasco.
No?
Where are they?
Look, you don't do any cleaning for 3 years, and then when you do, you expect someone who doesn't even live here to scrub under your festering sofa.
What have you done with all the D's?
I've eaten them.
Empty out your pockets.
No.
Right. I'm going to shut my eyes, and when I open them again, I want this back the way it was. Can I open them now?
Are you all right?
Gary just came up and said I had to do the floor.
Didn't you tell him you weren't feeling very good?
Yes, he said if my temperature goes over 102, I can sit on the stairs for a bit.
Are you on fire, Gary?
Oh, a little disagreement with Dorothy, nothing special.
You look really ill. Do you want to come and lie down in my bedroom? I think I should check on Deborah.
Hasn't she suffered enough?
She needs looking after.
You mean you want to shag her while she's drugged?
No, I'm serious about her.
Yeah. Sorry.
He must be serious about her. I wouldn't chase after Deborah if I had a gorgeous girlfriend. What's the matter with you?
Oh, Deb.
Would you rather be in bed?
No. I keep getting these awful nightmares of these weird people bringing me trays of food.
Yeah, you want to be down here where I can look at you. After you. Well, we can.
did you do this? Everyone at work read it.
Well, what is it?
You should bloody know. You wrote it.
I won't be a minute. Gary, can I have a word?
Who is it?
It's the neighbours. They want us to help push start their car.
They haven't got a car.
They've stolen one. Did you send this?
Well, you told me where she worked and you said you wanted to chuck her.
Not by fax.
Why not? It's fast, it's modern, it's tactful.
For the attention of Pat, I cannot go out with you anymore. Sorry for the inconvenience. Fond regards, Tony.
Which bit don't you like?
P.S. We have not been clicking in bed. Even I'm not that insensitive.
I think you're overreacting.
Can we talk, please, Tony?
Deborah mustn't see Pat. Take her upstairs. Oh, Deborah! I can explain this.
Did you get the car started?
What? Oh, yeah. Broom, broom. You look awful, Deborah.
Thank you.
You should be upstairs in bed.
Just got out of bed.
Oh. Well, I think I just heard your phone ringing upstairs, actually.
Oh, well, I won't get there in time.
You will if you run. Okay, Deborah, look, I'd like you to go because I have to talk to Dorothy about something very important. So if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, come on, love. Yeah, all right.
So, what I said to Gary was, I wish someone would get rid of that cat. The neighbour's cat. Cat, pat, pat, cat. I mean, they sound really similar, don't they?
Yes, I get the point, Tony. You would tell me to my face if you wanted to split up with me.
Pat, I swear, it's the last thing I'd want to do.
So, he sent her this fax saying that he wanted to split up, and for some reason she thought that was insensitive.
Funny that.
Yeah? Huh? Sorry about all that business earlier.
Gary, it's been a long, hard day. Can we do something that doesn't involve me listening to you?
All right. I've got just the thing. You'll love this.
What is it?
Tony's made a video about his feet.
Right. Well, see you soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'll just say goodbye to the others.
Oh,
Hello.
Won't interrupt, just can... What's this?
oh, you don't want to watch this?
No, it's good, this. That's funny, that is.
Pat, I think it's best for us both if we call it a day. I think it was Brian who said, Byron, who said, there's not a joy in the world can give like that it takes away. I think that sums it up pretty well, don't you? Well, I'm going to bike this tape over to you, Pat. I hope you're okay and everything. No, that's not you. That's another Pat.
Do I need to be bulletproof?
It's a free sample, George. We need to try it out.
I'm only taking a few checks to the bank.
You're not going to need it anywhere else, are you? Nobody's going to force you at gunpoint to hand over your dry cleaning.
What if I fall over?
Lie still and pretend you're a turtle. That lot over the road had their wages snatched last week, George, so we're not taking any chances. There's danger lurking behind every door. No, please, no. Friendly, George, friendly. Gosh, you're like a tightly coiled leopard. This is my new flatmate, Tony. Tony, this is George, Tony.
Sorry.
I just wanted to leave these here when I did some shopping. I found some great bargains down the charity shop.
Hanky Panky by Madonna.
Yeah. It's the Swedish 7-inch promo with the pull-out competition slip.
Oh, there's me thinking it was just an abysmal record.
It's worth about 80 quid. Look in the catalogue.
Dorothy's got loads of old records. You have to look at her. You wouldn't think she once queued up to see the Slits, would you?
I think Marjorie and I once went to see them. Or maybe it was the Seekers.
Look, I bought Debbie a bottle of Chanel.
You're wasting your money, mate.
No, they're only £3 a time. Look, I got half a pint of horn for me dad.
I tell you, Deborah's not interested in men.
How do you know?
Because I asked her out and she refused. She's obviously got some sort of psychological block.
No, she just thinks you're ugly.
Do I really need the helmet?
Now, Anthea, I'm sure that's precisely what President Kennedy said that fatal day in Dallas.
But we're only going to get out £50 for petty cash.
You'll thank me when some nutter comes at you with a family-sized bottle of ammonia.
Well, surely I'm just drawing attention to myself.
No more than usual. Anthea?
Yes?
What's that?
Oh, I've added a brooch. I thought it went rather well with this jacket.
Ooh, whack-a-day. What happened to Gilbert O'Sullivan? Nothing worth any money. Ah. To Dorothy, with love from Keith. Thank you for being my stairway to heaven, you prat, Keith. Oh, yes! Thank you, Dorothy.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
What is it?
Nothing.
You've been trying on my tights again, haven't you?
Oh, Gary, here's your laundry.
Oh, thanks.
I said there's lost a couple of his socks, but they put in an old man's pair of swimming trunks to make up for it. How's it going at the hospital, Dorothy?
Oh, all right. No more incontinence, vomiting and festering sores than usual. Just the staff. Is there something unusual about this record?
So look. Oh, yeah, they're really rare, these. Yeah, a dealer I know would pay a couple £100 for that.
Yeah, Tone. Did I ever tell you I've been married?
Can't imagine you going down the aisle in a suit, mate.
Nah, man, we done it in Vegas. We weren't planning on getting married, but we met this vicar in a bar and he said he'd do it in the car park.
Great.
Yeah, which was kind of ironic, really, because we'd just been doing it in the car park. I met her on tour. She was going out with one of the band at the time, so it was like the love that dare not show itself. Anyway, one night we slipped away and undressed each other in the moonlight and sort of consummated it there and then.
You're an old hippie romantic, you, aren't you?
Yeah. Mind you, it ain't ideal, is it? Telephone kiosk outside Bob's Crispy Chicken Shack. Albuquerque.
I don't know. Quite handy if you want to phone a taxi straight afterwards.
No. I had to rip the phone out. She kept knocking the receiver with her knee.
Maybe I'll suggest that to Deborah.
Oh, how's all that going on?
Oh, I've got her to come out with me tonight.
I'll tell you what you should do. This always used to work with me. Put on a Pink Floyd record. any Pink Floyd record. And tell her we're like a meaningless speck in an ever-expanding universe. She'll be so depressed she won't mind sleeping with you.
I thought I'd just give her some perfume.
Yeah, that works too.
Hello, Tony.
Hello, mate.
Respect.
Hello, weird bloke. I got this record, Tony.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's in your catalogue. It's worth 200 quid. It's mine.
Well, why didn't you give me it this morning?
I didn't want Dorothy to see.
Why?
Oh, she gets sentimental about objects, you know. It is mine, then.
Yeah, you just said that.
And my money now, please.
I have to take it to this collector I know.
Oh, all right. George was wondering, could you sell that for him?
Great mouth organ solos of the 50s.
Yeah. Or he says he'll part exchange it for great mouth organ solos of the 60s.
Well, that should see me through to the menopause.
Yeah, I tried to get Chanel number 19, but they only had the low numbers.
Is it perfume?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right.
I'm not used to getting presents. I've had a bit of a rest from men.
So, do you think you're ready for a serious relationship now?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Not necessarily with you.
I should have said you were coming in here. Want a drink?
No, thanks, we're fine.
Go on, it won't hurt you. Or has Les got his dandruff again? There's a whole new meaning to the phrase, put some head on it, doesn't it, eh?
Gary, I think maybe Tony and Deborah would like to be alone.
What for?
Well, maybe they're enjoying each other's company.
Ah, like a date sort of thing. That's what you wanted the change for the machine for earlier, isn't it?
No. I wanted to get a packet of fags.
Hey, Tony, do you manage to get anything out of that Johnny machine? Someone's going through them ribbed exciters like a bloody train.
Woo-woo! Look at him. He's got about as much chance of getting anywhere as a snake in an arse-kicking competition.
I think he's very nice looking.
If you like men with girly hair.
I was talking to Tony about records last night.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah, you know that green vinyl one of mine? Well, apparently that's worth quite a lot of money.
Is it?
Must play it again.
Ah.
You see, it was given to me by my first boyfriend just before he was killed in a terrible canoeing accident. That's all I have to remember him by.
Why didn't you say all this before?
Oh, I don't know. I just find it rather hard to talk about. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind if I played it later, just to remember some of the happy.
Well, no, actually, I think I put it in the loft for safekeeping.
You haven't got a loft.
Sorry, I mean, I gave it to my friend Andy.
Gary, you've only got two friends, and they're both called Clive. They both hate you.
It's Andy from over the road. I bumped into him in the
road.
The road, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. And he said,
Could I borrow your record, please?
That's
Yes,
right.
yeah.
So I said, yeah. It's okay. I'll get it for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
There you go. That's only taken me 2 weeks.
Great.
Yeah, it says on the box 5 to 7 years, look. Yeah. How'd you get on with your woman last night?
Oh, great. Yeah, she's coming down to my place tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't do what I did with my second wife on our first date.
What, make love to her in a telephone box? Just a guess, Nev.
Yeah, we were in there, like, wrapped up in each other. And these kids come down and nicked our clothes and tied the door shut. We had to pretend it was a peace protest against telephone charges.
You never told me what happened to your first wife, Nev.
You know how it is. You get married, you drift apart.
How long were you married then?
3 weeks. Yeah, it was the drugs what done it.
Well, I'm not surprised. Look what it did to you.
Nah, she got hacked off because I wouldn't buy any off her.
The early 70s, eh?
Yeah, I could tell you a few stories, mate. Here, I told you about the time that I got dysentery at the Isle of Wight Pop Festival, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, I can't stay away, can I? You know that record I bought you? I've had a rethink.
Oh, well, I've already sold it on to another collector.
We'll get it back.
I can't. He's probably sold it himself by now.
But what am I going to tell Dorothy?
Well, you said it was your record.
I was lying.
Well, what's the point of lying to me?
I'm sorry, I've just sort of got in the habit of it with Dorothy. What am I going to do?
Why don't you just tell her you sold it for her as a surprise?
No, she'd say I was going to keep the money for myself.
Weren't you?
Well, of course I was. I'm not a bloody charity, am I? Besides, it's got sentimental value. She'll be upset. You still haven't forgiven me for burying a gerbil alive.
Hang on. Look, you're in luck.
Oh, great.
Yeah, except it's the normal edition.
Oh, never mind, it'll have to do. Thanks, Tony. You saved my life, mate.
Gary?
Yeah?
15 quid.
Well, it's not worth that much.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to let you have it for less, but I know you're desperate.
Here. Oh, it's any easier.
Yeah, I forgot my key, sorry.
What's that smell?
Oh, I've been doing some spraying.
Oh, you decorating?
No, I've just been painting that biscuit. Well, it's something to do, isn't it? Have you two been on another date, then?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not a love bite under there, then, is it?
No.
I got 3 on my forehead once.
Nice to be loved.
No, I did it myself with a piece of rubber tubing.
You're not staying in tonight, are you, Gary?
No, we're going out for a meal. I suggested another night in the Crown, but Dorothy said she'd rather stick her head in a bucket of somebody else's saliva. Dorothy. You two?
We just thought we'd sit in and watch a bit of telly, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. You know how to work the controls and everything, don't you?
Yes.
I'll just go then, shall I?
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
Yeah.
Have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye. Don't muck about with my biscuit, eh?
Do you want to take off your jeans? I mean, your scarf.
Had to keep it on to hide a nasty rash.
Mm.
I think it was that perfume you gave me.
Oh, no. It looks more like an insect bite to me.
I put it there too.
Well, you're probably sensitive like me. I only have to sniff after shave and I turn out like Elephant Man. Oh, do you want me to massage some yogurt into it for you?
No, let's just watch telly. Where is it?
I moved it. The reception's better in my bedroom.
I mean, there are so many reasons not to get involved nowadays.
I suppose so.
I mean, safe sex used to mean doing it somewhere where your mum wouldn't come in and offer you a cup of tea.
Yeah, or where the guys you live with don't come in with a fire extinguisher and spray you while you're doing it with someone you've been crazy about for 6 months, so she goes home and you never see her again. For example.
And then eventually you just see it go sour so many times. The disappointment, the cheating, the breaking up.
So did you get the helmet off?
I've no idea. When I left, Anthony was squirting olive oil through the visor and trying to waggle his ears out with a paper knife.
I wonder how Tony's getting on with Deborah.
Not that well, if all he can offer is an evening in watching Question of Bloody Sport.
They'd moved the telly into the bedroom.
Oh, that's disgusting, that is.
Why?
Snogging in front of Trevor MacDonald.
How can you say that after the things we've done in front of Sir Harry Seacombe?
Yeah, but they're fully clothed in there. Tony's probably on his knees, whimpering and begging.
You're really jealous, aren't you?
Absolutely not. As far as I'm concerned, he can have her upside down against the mantelpiece.
Let's play some music. Oh, did you get my record back?
Yeah, I'll just get it. Oh, it's in the oven. Just put it on.
Gary, how did you get green paint on your hand?
At the office. We're repainting the plants.
I don't like this side. Turn it over.
No, this side's better. It's got that smingy sound.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, it's all right. Oh, the record player's broken.
You don't think it's because you just pulled the plug out, do you?
Did I? Oh, silly old me. Look at that, it's black on that side. Oh! Ow!
I haven't done this for a while.
That's all right. It's just like riding a bike. Not that I'm calling you a bike or anything else.
Oh, I think I like you, Tony.
Oh, I like you too.
Since I split up with Mike, I've been lonely. Yeah.
So you've got over your sexual block then?
What sexual block?
Well, Gary and I decided you hadn't been to bed with anyone for so long because we were feeling sexually repressed.
Tony, I chose not to sleep with anyone.
Yeah, of course you did. Oh, God, this perfume smells more like dead animals than Chanel No. 5, doesn't it?
No, that's your duvet. What are you and Gary doing, discussing my sex life?
Well, we tried talking about fishing, but it wasn't as interesting.
Just because I don't jump into bed with every man I meet.
Have I said something irritating?
Sexual block. God, I must be desperate for sex. Maybe spend the night with you.
Debs?
You'll want to go and sit with Gary. He's had a degrading and humiliating evening too.
So, how'd it go with Deborah?
Bit of a slow start.
Yeah? I want you to know, mate, I'm rooting for you all the way.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
What about you and Dorothy?
So. I've just written her a cheque for 200 quid for that record. She crushed my nuts and said she won't believe anything I ever say again.
Oh, by the way, that record of Dorothy's, it's only worth a tenner. Printing mistake in the catalogue.
No problem.
I'm really gutted, actually.
Yeah, why?
I think Deborah's the one for me, you know?
Yeah, I was saying to Dorothy only earlier.
I think I'm going to show her from now on that I really care.
I'd like to see Tony.
Well, actually, she's a bit gutted at the moment.
I need to straighten things out.
Oh, come on, Pat, love. If I leave now, I can be there in half an hour. Yeah, I know. I was just feeling lonely. Of course I'm not seeing anyone else. Deborah, would you like to chat to my mummy? Hey, guess what Nev left in the back of the van? It's a place in France. Yeah, I know. Hey, hang on. Nev dropped a lot of acid in the 70s.
You'd never know.
He's got a brilliant sense of humour.
Yeah, he must have to have sold you that van.
No, I've just taken it out for a run. He's had the camshaft shaved.
Oh, what a bastard.
No, that's good.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought you said he'd shafted the camera shave.
Do you reckon I should tub it and whack in a tunnel ram?
Can't do any harm, can it?
Yeah, it's got to be impressive for Deborah, though, you see. She's given me a really hard time in the hall this morning.
Ah, that'll be PMT. Dorothy's just the same. 1 minute you're cuddled up on the sofa watching the clothes show, and the next she's coming at you with a bread knife.
No, she caught me opening a mail.
Oh.
You reckon it's Dorothy's hormones, do you?
Well, to be fair, if I swelled up like a watermelon once a month, I think I'd get a bit annoyed.
Didn't she say something about you irritating the crap out of her?
No, it's not that. We're solid as a rock. It's our 3rd anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, since you met?
No, since we first had sex. Well, both, actually, come to think of it. We're at this party, and basically she just couldn't help herself.
Why? Did you shove a load of lager down her neck?
I don't need to get a girl drunk to seduce her.
Yeah.
She was drunk, as it happens. We're in the back of this minicab, and I was sucking her earlobes, and she asked me in.
What for? Coffee, eh?
No, to get her earring out my tongue. It went right through like a hole. Anyway, before I've had to beg with her or anything like that, we're at it, on the stairs.
Yeah, that's happened to me. Too wrecked to make it to the bedroom.
Yeah. Well, she was anyway. What can I do? I woke up in the morning, her mother's hoovering round us on the landing.
Parties, eh? Me and my mates used to have this rule that if you didn't get off with someone, you had to puke up on the host's sofa.
Mind you, I'm glad I'm past all that pulling stuff, and it's no fun, is it?
I tell you what works, though.
Yeah.
You stand next to the best-looking bird at the party, right?
Yeah.
And you pretend you've got something in your eye, right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, she's got her face so close to yours, you can see the wobbly bit down the end of her throat.
Yeah. Or we just get some fat bloke with a bottle of Optrex. Or You're at a party chatting up a bird, right?
Yeah.
And she's playing it a bit cool.
Right.
So you point out another bird in the room, and you bang on about how gorgeous she is.
Yeah.
And just let jealousy do the rest.
Yeah? Well, that works, does it?
It did for this bloke I knew. He'd been chatting to this girl, got her jealous. After 5 minutes, I found them upstairs at it like a couple of Mormons underneath the guests' coats.
Brilliant!
No, it wasn't. It was my girlfriend. I couldn't go near my Parker after I'd seen where the hood had been.
Someone's dumped a hideous old van outside your flat.
Oh, that's mine. I just bought it.
Sorry. Hurry off.
I'll tell you another good one. We stand next to a good-looking bird at a party, right, and you make yourself look all pale.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if Dorothy's going to be that interested
No,
in this
no,
one,
it's a
Tony.
good one, this one. And then you tell her you're suffering from this progressive wasting disease and she sleeps with you out of sympathy.
Oh, yeah, Gary tried that one on me when we first met. Was it you were dying of, Gary?
I can't remember.
I think you can.
Terminal verrucas.
That's it.
It's a great van, this, isn't it?
Yes, it's a great van, Tony. Where are we picking up Deborah?
Car park, level 1.
Oh, tremendous. We have to sit around in a cross between a concrete coffin and a toilet, waiting for Miss Wet Dream.
Dorothy, is there some little problem you'd like to talk over with us?
You just drove over that man's dog.
It's a brick.
Dog.
Oh, for God's sake, cheer up, Dorothy, will you, please? I've got a nice little surprise for you later on tonight.
Does it involve baby oil, tights and a stopwatch like your last little surprise?
Plenty of room in here.
Doesn't that sign say out of order?
It's probably just kids mucking around. Nice and snug in here, isn't it? Excuse me. Going down. Catfish dentures and rubber underwear.
It's not working. Open the doors.
No, I'll try it again.
No!
What's happening?
Push the button to open the doors.
I did.
Great. We're stuck.
Oh dear.
Yeah. The tailgate's nice and low, you see, so you can get heavy objects in and out easily.
Fascinating.
I thought I might flare out the wheel arches and put wider wheels in. What do you reckon?
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is actually sound bodywork.
Shut up about the van now, Tony. It's a stupid van. It's not even a nice van.
You don't think it's a nice van?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's lovely. I was joking.
I'll be stripping out all the old
Stop
carpets.
talking about vans now, Tony, please.
Did I tell you about this motorbike I own?
Oh, God! Oh, I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. It's just that I'm worried about me and Gary.
Don't worry, it's got an MOT.
Forget vans, Tony.
Okay.
I'm talking about my so-called relationship with Gary.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, I don't know. We just don't excite each other anymore. It's just going nowhere.
Yeah, but you don't want to go in for all that seduction nonsense anymore, do you?
Well, yes, actually.
What, one hand on doing the bra strap without dropping your kebab, that sort of stuff?
Oh. No, I'm talking about seduction, not drunken penetration behind a bingo hall. You know, passion, love and respect between two people that might love each other. Might that be possible within the context of an enduring relationship?
I'm sorry, you lost me after penetration.
Tell me about your van, Tony.
Those two are taking the time, aren't they?
Gary likes to think he's a careful shopper. He got banned from Boots once for testing the products.
I can imagine him with all them free aftershaves.
This is a barbecue, actually. I mean, the suppositories were bad enough.
What have you bought?
Oh, something for Gary. He's probably forgotten, but it's our 3rd anniversary.
Oh, silk boxer shorts. Girlfriend of mine once bought me a pair of these.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, except mine were nylon. I had so much static in my trousers, I kept setting off next door's burglar alarm.
Did you ever see that film where this couple got stuck in a lift and they had to huddle up so close together just to keep warm?
Someone superglued this together.
Yeah. And then it got so hot that they had to strip right down to their pants.
Gary, I am giving a dinner party tonight. It's important that I get out of here.
Sure.
Help!
I never touched you!
I'm trying to get us rescued.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's your turn. No, it's your turn to shout for help.
Oh, sorry. What's the matter with you, Deborah? You've been a bit moody all week.
Oh, never mind.
Help! Help! If it's PMT, you've only got to say, because believe me, you girls have my every sympathy. I'm surprised you get a wee bit tetchy every now and again. Is it true it feels like somebody stuffed your pelvis full of wire coat hangers?
No, Gary, it's worse. It's like being stuck in a lift with you.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Is anybody there?
Mind you, it's not all beer and skittles being a man. If women had to shave every day, it'd put a mild tummy ache into perspective, I can tell you.
It's not PMT.
What is it, then? Do you feel there's got to be more to life than this? Worried that you might not be using your body enough?
No. My area manager is coming for supper. I'm already worried about losing my job, and all the men I meet are stupid or ugly. Or both.
Well, at least you're not letting it get you down. Look, I got this for Dorothy. It's her favourite brandy. But if you think it'll calm you down, why don't you have a drop?
No, thank you.
Huh? Don't mind if I do.
Well, how long are we going to be stuck here?
Who knows? I've got something in my eye, Deborah.
Shut up, Gary.
Well, you may have lost your job, but at least we've got some nice tuck. Sardine.
No.
We could be stuck here for days. It's a good job I bought some nutritional food. Sorry, I didn't mean to say good job. Thoughtless. Still, this lift might be not working for us. Sorry. I didn't mean to say not working. I've done it again.
Oh, shut up, Gary.
Sorry. So, business not great at the restaurant, then?
No one's eating out these days.
Except us, hey? You sure you won't?
It'll be the second time I've let my boss down, or she'll think I'm useless.
No, she won't. You're very, very, very clever. And don't you worry. There's lots of nice men out there.
There was a nice man coming tonight, actually.
Probably completely inadequate.
He's very witty.
Homosexual.
Divorced with 2 kids.
Oh, you don't want to muck around with a divorcee. All those kids running around on a Sunday morning just when you fancy a bit of parallel parking. Still, you've always got me.
And you've got Dorothy, Gary.
She'd understand. In fact, she's more or less encouraged me to explore my sexuality. Not in so many words, admittedly.
So, the only problem we have now is that I would rather die in appalling agony than sleep with you.
No, you're right. Dorothy's a lovely woman. What I possibly want with anybody else.
Exactly.
Terrific hair, Dorothy. I used to be able to sit on it.
Don't you mean she used to be able to sit on it?
No, it's much too short for that. I hope all this talk of Dorothy isn't making you jealous or anything. I mean, it'd be unfair to expect you to compete.
If this is one of your seduction techniques, Gary, it wouldn't get past a 16-year-old.
Oh, all right. Do you want to see what I got Dorothy for anniversary present?
What is it?
Well, I saw this little brooch in an antique shop, right? But I thought, no, that's a bit obvious. It's a little bit shiny and a little bit sexist. So I thought, well, I won't actually go for the obvious or the small. I'll just get this. What do you think? Fantastic.
Lay out the blanket on the floor. So, do you want to take her for a spin up the A10 or try that again with me on top?
Bloody hell!
Well, they're not at home and they're not in the Crown.
My bedding's just exploded.
Let's take me home, please, Tony.
Where do you think they could have got to?
Gary's probably dragged Deborah into a pub and she's fallen asleep during his funny story.
Oh, why just stay with me if you don't get on with him?
I don't know. Maybe I feel sorry for him. When I first met him, he was dancing on his own at this party and he kept sort of dancing nearer and nearer to these girls and they kept sort of dancing further and further away. So he tried to edge them into a corner, but they couldn't escape. And then this slow record came on and he just looked so pathetic all on his own, leaning against the wall.
So you went and asked him to dance?
No, I suggested he put his trousers back on and go and sober up in the garden. I'll never forget the first time we made love.
Really nice, was it?
No. No, he kept singing Kumbaya all the way through. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
Right then, let's do it.
Oh, terrific.
No, it's all right. I've probably just blown a little fuse. These things get a little bit cranky if you don't lavish a bit of care on them.
I know how they feel. Tony, well, between you and me, I'm thinking of telling Gary it's all over between us.
What I'm going to do here is pop the pink ball in the corner pocket and then screw the cue ball back onto another red. Now, the pink ball, once it's gone down, can be brought out again and put on its spot. But once the red ball is down, it is redundant. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say redundant. Thoughtless of me. What do you reckon your dinner guests are doing now?
I expect they've gone home, scratched me out of their address books. I mean, they're hardly going to believe I was stuck all night in a lift watching a drunk play snooker.
I've been thinking about the sleeping arrangements, and I reckon we should curl up like spoons. What do you think?
I'm not spending the night in here.
Why not? Could be worse. What do you fancy for breakfast? Branston pickle or the tin of peaches? Deborah. Come here, it's all right. They'll get us out soon. Don't worry. Did I ever tell you I had a serious wasting disease?
What's moving?
Just don't rush into anything. Gary doesn't mean it. He's a nice bloke.
No, he isn't.
All right, but at least he doesn't take himself seriously.
Yes, he does.
Okay, nobody else does.
Well, where is he? He's about as reliable as this van.
What's wrong with this van?
Oh,
There's nothing wrong
forget it,
with
Tony.
Look, don't worry. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Maybe they've been in a horrific hit-and-run accident or something. And just think how considerate Gary can be sometimes. I mean, who was it last night who made supper for you especially?
He didn't make me supper. He unwrapped a cod and chips.
Yeah, but he only wanted to come shopping today to get you a present. He remembered it was your anniversary, you know. Oh, Dorothy, he loves you. And with a love like that, you know you should be glad.
Yeah. I suppose we're used to each other. I couldn't bear it if anything terrible happened to him. So, should we go and get a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I suppose he is quite thoughtful sometimes.
Yeah, of course he is.
Where the bloody hell have you been?
But I want with a snooker table anyway. I hate snooker.
It's a marvellous game. It'll give us something in common. Or you could use it for putting things on.
Yeah, that's true, actually. We had this billiard table at home we used for that.
Yeah. We had a table we used to put things on. You know, household objects, and cups and plants and shopping and pencils.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Dr. Jonathan Miller.
It's pretty amazing, this van, when you think about it. 1 minute it's on fire, next minute it's up and running.
Only because we push-started it round the car park for an hour and a half. Do you like your boxer shorts?
Yeah, they're lovely. You're good to me, Dorothy.
Well, don't always rely on it. And Gary, you're supposed to wear them under your trousers.
It's good, this van, isn't it?
Oh, get out.
Right, that's it. Tell it. Go on.
Get out of the
Don't
van.
push! Tony, come back! Oh! It was an accident.
What, you accidentally invited Pol Pot and Myra Hindley to stay in my flat?
Look, it's only until the airstrike's over. Anyway, he is me brother.
I know. Why don't we put a mattress under the stairs for Saddam Hussein? He's probably waiting for the Malaga flight too.
You had your niece to stay.
Frankly, Tony, you don't turn down a 17-year-old girl guide with buttocks like a racehorse.
You would have if you'd heard her calling you sad Uncle Big Ears.
Anyway, it hasn't been easy for me, sleeping on the sofa. Keep waking up in the night thinking I'm sleeping with a woman with a huge back.
Can we get on with it, please?
Yes. The next item is the plumbing. How much water do they need in a bath?
It's because you only ever take a bath when your pants start to reject your body.
Bodies have a natural odour.
Not like a rotting carcass at a cheese festival.
Tell you what I've discovered. If you turn your pants inside out, you can wear them twice as long. It's like having two pairs of pants.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Tony.
It's okay.
Well, I can't afford to do the plumbing. It'll have to wait.
I'm sorry, Deborah, but your duties as a leaseholder clearly...
No, I'm sorry. I do all the gardening.
Your scabby geraniums hardly constitute the hanging gardens of Babylon, do they?
Why? Leave her alone. She does her best. Hasn't got a boyfriend to help her, have you?
If you feel so supportive, you can lend me the money.
He hasn't paid me any rent yet.
Well, you said I could have this month off if I decorated my bedroom.
I didn't mean putting tinsel round the window.
Just relax, Gary.
I'm perfectly relaxed. Will you stop using all my bloody water? Oh, God, it's not enough that they were at it all last night like a couple of whippets. Now they're trying to set up a national sperm bank in my bath.
Well, at least he's not doing an impression of someone trying to force a slinky into a buttonhole.
I've been tense.
Thank you for chairing such a delightful house meeting.
Wait a minute, we haven't discussed who's going to paint the house number on the dustbin yet.
Yeah, I'm going home too. I'll see you tomorrow when the veins aren't standing out on your forehead.
I wasn't irritable, was I?
Any toast on the go?
No.
Any cereal?
On the mantelpiece.
You got any orange juice?
Run out.
You getting any delivered? Hey, Tone. Remember when we were kids and we emptied the hamster cage into the milk and Dad had to get his stomach pumped?
Got his own back, though, telling us the real parents were Welsh.
I'm not being funny, but do you ever have any food in your fridge?
Not since you arrived, no. Oh, God, look, don't stand on ceremony, mate. Would you pop her over the cooker and chuck one up her?
Gary? There's something wrong with your plumbing.
Yeah, I was just gonna...
Oh, Gary. I'm not being funny, but you've got, like, really dirty hair.
Thank you. Has he gone in the bathroom?
Yeah, do you want to use it?
No, not at all.
Ta-ra. Bless him. It was, like, really funny yesterday. We were hanging around the airport and John goes into this sock shop and says, "Here, do you sell socks?" It was really funny.
Remember when Mum was driving us and we opened the window and shouted out we'd been kidnapped and the police made us stop at this roadblock and spend the night in the station?
No, don't! You know what happens when I laugh too much?
Hey, strike's still on. Looks like we'll have to stay a few more days.
Oh, I think Gary might have something to say about that, mate.
Oh. Is he all right? Only, we was in the bathroom this morning. I thought I heard him screaming.
Dad! What's the weather like over there?
We're all just a bit stressed out at the moment, mate.
Oh.
Here, Johnny, know anybody who can use 4 free tickets to Spain? Only Dad's friends can't make it.
Fancy a trip?
Yeah.
Oh, fair dues. Oh, you were letting me and Man stay here, weren't you?
Yeah, thanks, great.
So you reckon Gary's losing his rag, do you?
Oh, no. No, in fact, he was just saying last night how nice it is to have people to stay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Absolute bastards.
Something wrong?
Oh, no, George. I enjoy having to use the public toilet because the Antichrist and her cretinous boyfriend have taken over my bathroom.
I'm not a great fan of public conveniences. I've never got on with paper towels.
I don't know, George. Where else do you get to meet 4 drooling winos and a middle-aged homosexual called Brian before 9?
Don't tell me. It's Wolverhampton, isn't it?
You look awful, Anthea.
Well, I've been having trouble sleeping recently.
Oh, really? You want to try sleeping next door to Mandy when she's having sex with John? If I hear her say, "I haven't finished yet," once more, I'm going to rip my head off.
Haven't finished what?
Reading Anne of Green Gables.
It's not surprising that I'm
I
not...
mean, just because
looking
George looks like compost in a cardigan. It's like a Fellini film in here, isn't it? I mean, all we need now is for a hideously deformed dwarf to come in through the door and say, "Hello, I'm Colin, the new accountant."
This is my best cardigan.
Anthony, there are 2 F's in professional.
I don't think there are.
There are if I say there are.
I think maybe you need a holiday.
George, I'm hemorrhaging money through my plumbing system, and I may have to buy an expensive machine gun soon to kill my new lodgers. I can't afford a holiday.
Marjorie and I can put you in touch with someone with an igloo tent.
Thank you, George. Thank you. That's about as tempting as botulism.
You see, there's only one F.
Well, then the dictionary was obviously written by a Mexican.
You're so arrogant.
Just go and retype the bloody letter, Anthea.
No.
Go to your room, Anthea.
No. I've had enough. I'm leaving.
I can't talk long. I'm just off to work.
How's it going?
Oh, cutting back on staff. I have to run around getting hot and irritated.
Do you want me to roll some antiperspirant on for you?
No.
I know what you need.
I have told you 100 times, Tony, you are not doing my bikini line.
No! Do 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 do. Olé!
Have you been taking drugs?
No, you need a break in the sun. And Mandy says we can use her parents' villa in Spain. Her dad will fly us out there for free.
Is he a pilot?
No, he's a plumber.
What's the catch?
There isn't one.
What about you?
Well, I'll be going with you, obviously.
Ah, no.
But why? Look, Deb, you can do your own bikini line, no problem. That was just me conforming to an outmoded sexual stereotype thrust upon me by contemporary culture.
Is that the same as being a total jerk?
You're right. Teach me to be a more mature person. Incidentally, thongs are really popular in Spain this year.
See? There you go again.
Yeah, sorry.
You'll only get disappointed when I refuse to sleep with you.
I won't.
Yeah, hot weather always turns people into panting sex maniacs.
Well, you can always go indoors and sit by the fridge.
I meant you! I don't trust you on your own.
Look, we can take Gary and Dorothy with us. Oh, come on, all that sun, sand and sea. Hey, you get to see Gary's birthmark. It's shaped like a woman riding a chicken. Only smaller, obviously.
Well, tell them now. We'll be here all night.
Oh, I'm just trying to work out how to tell him diplomatically.
Well, you and your famous diplomacy. What was it you said at your uncle's funeral? Never mind, Auntie. At least you'll be able to stretch out in the bed now.
Maybe the airstrike will be over by tomorrow.
If you hate them so much, tell them to go to a hotel.
You're right. I've got to get a grip of myself. I was really rude to Anthea this afternoon.
You're always really rude to Anthea.
No, it was worse this time. Oh, I compared her to a hideously deformed dwarf. Which is stupid, because she's average height.
Surprised you didn't storm out.
She did. I had to send George after her, but he got confused at a Pelican Crossing and she gave him a slip.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh.
Gary, John scratched one of your Barry White records today.
What?
Yeah, apparently he was cutting his nails with a Stanley knife and it just went through. Oh, don't worry. You can still play Mama, Mama Gonna Sex You Up. Just a huge jump in the middle of lay down next to me and let me give him a big love thing.
Come out here, please. I'm going to count to 10 and then I'm going to firebomb the door!
What is it?
And your gentleman friend, please.
Johnny?
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry? Barry's face looks like it's been under a train and you're sorry?
Oh, it's only scratched the surface of the record.
Yeah, that's where the needle goes, you silly bitch.
Hey, hang on a minute.
Look, I welcome you to my home. You instantly run up a telephone bill of literally thousands of pounds. You squat in my bathroom. You spend all day ratting each other's senses. You have to be the two most depressing and ugly people I've ever had under this roof.
That's like really rude.
Mark, when you say like really rude, do you mean it's similar to really rude or you're just being working class?
Crappy flat anyway.
Yeah, well, it'll be considerably less crappy when you and your crappy, witless bint have got out of it, mate!
So, can we go now that you've hit on your lucky diplomatic formula?
Look, if I hate someone, I tell them. You probably think I'm a prig.
Close.
Whee! Do 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 do. Da-da-do-do. Hey! Oh!
What did you do that for?
You're hysterical.
No, I'm just really happy.
Oh, sorry.
Listen, Mandy says we can use her parents' villa in Spain and her dad will fly us all out there for free.
Dad.
Anything the matter?
Oh, no, everything's lovely.
Problem is, we've got to be really nice to her, because she might change her mind, you know, she's funny like that.
Would you excuse me a minute? Just got to talk to John Owen Mand. Hello. I bought you some towels. They're lovely and fluffy.
We're going to an hotel.
Why?
You called her a crappy, witless bint.
Did I? Well, that's part of the course round here. I mean, if Mother Teresa popped in, we'd probably call her a stoat-faced old baggage, really.
We know when we're not wanted.
No, it was a misunderstanding. Hang on. I've made you some tea and little sandwiches.
Haven't you got any cheese and pickle?
No, but I can make some.
No, you're all right.
I suppose I've been a bit on edge lately, you know, what with the plumbing not working properly and everything.
Oh, I'll have a look at that for you. I like mucking around in water.
Oh, marvellous. Great, yeah.
Okay. We'll stay. But I think you should apologise first.
Absolutely. Sorry.
Pardon?
Sorry.
I can't quite hear you.
I'm sorry.
There. That wasn't too difficult, was it?
Tony, it's raining.
I'm just getting in the holiday mood. Oh! Hey, look what I bought. Twister. I thought I could play it while I was sunbathing. You know, with the oil and all that sort of thing. Look. Photos of Mandy's parents' villa.
Looks like Mandy and John in your bath.
Oh, yeah. What's Mandy sitting on?
John. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, Mandy's dad must have a bob or two.
Yeah, it's the 24-hour plumbing business. £100 a call out. 200 if he opens his tool bag. Seriously, Deb, there's no reason why we can't try again, is there?
Oh, shut up, Tony.
I'm more sensitive than you know. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, you let me, like, snog you. What's that?
Yeah? No, you're joking me. No.
Anyway, Dad, I phoned because we've got a little leak.
I've solved your problem.
Yeah?
What you need is a plumber.
Oh. You said you'd done an exam.
Didn't pass.
Dad says try banging it with a spanner. John, you're getting wet spots all over your shirt.
Wet spots on his shirt? My hall looks like Atlantis. No, you're absolutely right. Johnny, would you like one of my shirts? What am I thinking of? Have all my shirts. Mandy, could you see your way clear to turning off the water main, which is outside the back door?
I ain't got my shoes on.
Oh, fuck. No, you're absolutely right. Johnny, how about if I hold the gushing pipe and you go and turn off the water main?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, peeing on the lilo, bless him. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a Robin.
I've done it.
Right then, can I make you a cup of tea? So you definitely rang her then?
Who's that?
Anthea.
So I left a message on her answer phone.
What did you say?
I left a message on her answer phone.
What did you say in your message, George?
I said that you were sorry and you promised to buy her a new stapler and restore her salary to the 1989 level.
You don't think that was too generous, do you?
Well, I doubt if she'll come back anyway. You broke that poor woman's spirit. What's that smell?
That's me. The water tank emptied itself into my laundry bag. I pulled out a shirt this morning and there was a decomposing barn owl in one of the sleeves.
So your guests are finally getting on a plane, then?
Oh, yeah. Tonight. I can't tell you, George, how hard it is to be polite for 4 days. Normally, if I'm nice for 15 minutes, I come out in a rash. Look, George, I know I wrote a letter to these morons in Luton. Please tell me where it is before I have a crisis.
Isn't it in Bedfordshire?
Second drawer down, in the yellow folder, in the green filing cabinet.
Welcome back, Anthea. Take a letter, would you? To the editor of the Concise Oxford Dictionary, dear sir, imagine my surprise when my secretary opened a copy of your dictionary only to find that you had misspelled the word professional. I find this lapse astonishing.
So I looked at him standing there with his scissors and I said, well, if you think that's a haircut, I'm Chris Akabusi, know what I mean? So he says to me, I trained under Vidal Sassoon, actually. So I says to him, I don't care if you trained under a Ford Transit, you're not going anywhere near my fringe again.
I'm going to take this in there and push it up her bottom.
No, Gary. It's not for much longer. Think of the free holiday.
Let's go. Well, your last meal with us won't be the same when you've gone.
You mean you'll be glad to be getting rid of us?
Oh, certainly.
Stay. I bet you're sick of all of John's stories.
Oh,
Hey, Tom, remember when we were on the beach and we squirted super glue on Mum and Dad and they had to go to casualty with deck chairs stuck on the backs?
I remember that one.
So do you like working in a hospital, Dorothy? Well, yes,
I expect you couldn't get into secretarial work.
No, I just...
Nothing against nurses, but they always remind me of nylon uniforms and vomit. Know what I mean?
Mandy!
Hey, it's really great eating in. That restaurant you recommended was rubbish.
Yeah, they told us off for putting sugar in the salt cellars. Really petty, don't you think?
I'm the manager of that restaurant.
Well, I'm not being funny, but you can eat at Burger King for half the price and they give you a free sun visor. Try working for them.
Don't you think you ought to be going? I mean, we'd hate it if you missed your flight.
Oh, John, look at the time. Come on. Well, I can't say it's been a complete pleasure.
Really? Why?
Well, Tony, your bed is really uncomfortable.
Yeah? Well, you want to try sleeping on the sofa
Well, it
for
can't
4
be
days.
as bad as your bed.
Is that all I fancy for giving you the...
Let's not argue, shall we? I'm sure the beds are really soft in Spain.
Oh, no. Didn't I say you're going to kill me? After we've left, Dad's rented the villa out to someone else, so you can't, like, go.
In the spinner! Can't, Tony's sitting on my face.
You want to swap places?
I don't know what you're complaining about. I've had my head lodged up Dorothy's bottom for the last 10 minutes.
See? I told you we didn't have to go to Spain to have a good time.
Their plane will just be landing.
Oh, well, can't be helped. You'll go, Dorothy.
Gary,
Sorry.
please!
Sorry.